Yo guys, back for another video with Dano, man. And today guys, it's been a while in this game since I've done a video, but I wouldn't say I forgot to, it wasn't a good time to do a update review last update that Julie Games released. But if you guys didn't know, Julie Games is now the new owner of 4F Mania. Limbersoft is no longer the owner as they didn't really release many updates. So now it's good, we're getting good updates now. And today I'm going to be going through everything that's new in this new update. Now you can see at the front of my convoy, we do have the monkey. This is the new car, it's not necessarily the new car, it was the new car released into this game. If I can go to number 27, isn't it? No, it's not, because these are the project vehicles, aren't they? I'll just go to 23, it should be like around here. So Steed. Here it is, G8K. So this is the second newest car that's been released to the game. Basically, it's just another one of those ute kind of things, I guess. Pretty similar to the Foreman, in my opinion, has the kind of the 8 types that the Foreman kind of has, you know, it gets longer and whatever, but this form, I guess it doesn't have, I don't even know. And there's all these forms. Now, I do have the monkey, which is the G8K, which I'm pretty sure is a GMC. You guys can correct me in the comments, I might be wrong, but this is technically the old newest car in the game, which was released maybe 1.5 months ago. I'm not sure, I think it was around then. But as you can see, we do have a bit of cash and gold. So today we are going to be upgrading the newest car in the game, which is the Sentinel. Now this is a Nissan Patrol, right? So it actually looks pretty nice. And you can get it into the GQ Patrol. I want to see what I actually haven't seen the types, to be fair. That's cool, I like that type. That's cool as well. And you can actually add canopies to this car. 1-door, 2-door version. And the shorter version. So it's pretty cool. I'm not gonna buy and upgrade a ton. I'm basically gonna buy one of the pre-built ones. Oh, there's the Sherp and all them. Alright, we don't want to see this, guys. But yeah, that's the new car in the game, the Sentinel. It's a pretty cool car, to be honest. I quite like it, and as you can see, I'm going to go through all the new cars in the game. Also, the Deputy does have new custom builds in this game, which is pretty cool. So you'll see them here. So is this the Sentinel? This is the Sentinel. So Landon L3, this is, yeah, a GQ Nissan Patrol. This looks really cool, I quite like it. I'm trying to go for a bit of a more of an expensive model for this. I don't know if this is a GQ Patrol. I think it actually is. What's this? This is an expensive one. Yeah, this is a really expensive one. Outback at L7. I don't have the gold or anything to get this, but I could literally just like max something to make it look kind of similar to this. The first crawler is, what is this boy? Tudor L3. So this is one of the Deputy models you can get on a car. I actually quite like the contrast here. Looks pretty cool. I believe this is also the Deputy as well. I'm not totally sure on that, but I don't really like this one at all. It looks a bit cringe. There's only 2 different crawlers here, so probably going to end up copying one of the level 3 cars, unless I've forgotten some of the races, which I probably have. Pretty cool, I'll race at L5. This looks quite sweet. I can also cop this, and 21 is also a different model. Yeah, Mustard L5. So this is just. They're both just trophy trucks. This is a Deputy version, and this is a Sentinel version. Both different kind of versions of a trophy truck, which I kind of like how they've kind of added a few more trophy trucks in this game, and there's no new premium or brawlers in the game. So what we are going to be doing is we are going to be copying one of the new all-rounders. We're just going to cop it for cash because I want to save my gold. No point copying it for gold when you can cop it for cash. So this will be one of my new cars to the collection. What do you reckon I call it? I'll call it whatever you want to call it in the comments. Whoever has the most liked comment of what you want to call it, then yeah, I'll call it that. So I'm basically saving all this for, I just want to look at the parts first. So beds is kind of cool. I'm going to go back to number 1. Okay, number 1 is just the default truck bed. So it actually looks really bad with that. Truck bed number 2 is more of a trophy truck. Yeah, it is a trophy truck kind of one. Which I don't really like the flares with that. The fenders, sorry. Number 3 is also a bit of a trophy truck. Number 4 looks really cool. Number 5 is just like more a farming kind of canopy. The length doesn't look right. Number 6 is just like a tray kind of thing. Number 7 is the same thing, and number 8 is just worse. So I'm gonna keep the original one. We got any cool cages we can add. Yeah, on cop number 19, I haven't really done much modifications to it, but I'm gonna change the color to like, what do you reckon? You reckon a blue? That doesn't look too bad. Red lights have to be red. I'm not doing any livery. So that's what we've got. I actually kind of like it. Now we just need to level it up, basically. Oh, this is a beast, bro. This is a beast of a patrol. Now, if you look back, it's massive now. Okay. Now we have to test it out. I'm liking this. I'm liking this so far. You can rip it around a bit. You can like, it turns well. How fast? This is fast. Good handling. I like the handling. The handling is quite clean. Like it's a perfect amount of, and what's the suspension like? Let's just do a jump here. Oh, what was that? Oh no, it was just a glitch, I think. Probably want to change the suspension setup, like the bump rate. I think the bump rate's a bit too much. Yeah, I think the bump rate's a bit too much, but this is such a cool car. Makes the same noise as the Foreman, I believe. And if you guys do want me to do a detailed review of the other update car versus this car, like I'll have to say, I'll have to get a few more, I have to grind crates for a day. I know, and I'll get back like most of my cash so I can at least I can basically build up one of the GQ patrols, the Sentinel, and I can do it versus the G8K. If you guys want to see the G8K versus the Sentinel, put it in the comments below because I'm happy to do a video of it. Yeah, this thing's quick. I don't know how fast it is on like when it's drag spec because I don't know. I might drag spec one. Okay. If you guys also want to see a drag spec of this, then tell me in the comments. Like, just comment anything about 4x4 Mania or anything about my channel, and I'll reply. All right, I'll reply. I'll have a look. I always have a look at your comments, so just keep that in mind. Now let's head to the crawl section as well because I want to test what this thing's got. All right, now that we're here at the crawl section, let's see what this thing can do because apparently this thing is pretty good at crawling. Except, well, I'll just turn it to 4L and see what we can do. Let's see what the suspension's like. I don't have any nitrous, so I'm not doing drag races at all today, guys. So I'll have to grab more crates. I know crates have spawned. I'll grab them after, but I'm kind of here to see what this thing can do on the I guess trail. This thing has really good like low range acceleration. I like it. This thing's good. Like this thing I know this thing's not really crawl spec. I haven't exactly like tried with the specking. I've just had fun with it. With the cash and gold I have right now, which isn't like the most amount, but I've basically just had fun with the amount I have. And would you look at that? There's a crate right here. We'll just cop that. Didn't get any nitrous, but I don't really care. It's good. But this thing's good. I like this. If I were to rate it out of 10, I'll do the final like thoughts at the end of this once I've done kind of I guess having a look at it. I was on 4H the whole time, that's why. I swear I changed it from 4L. But this thing's like, I reckon this thing drag spec is actually pretty quick. I don't think it's like the fastest car in the game, but it's pretty good. It's a very good all-rounder car. Like it can do most things apart from like not really any cars are specified for derby. So I don't exactly expect that to happen. I don't think I've got the right suspension set up on this thing. Like it's spring rate is too much for this car. It needs to absorb the shock. So I probably shouldn't have done the monster coilover, but I'm just having fun anyway. At this point, I'm just expanding my garage. I think I've got like, I don't even know how many I think I've got like 13 fully maxed out cars. Well, all my cars are fully maxed out, so 13 cars, put it that way. But honestly, I do like the new car. I like the car in real life and I like the car in game. It's quite cool. So if I were to put some final thoughts towards this video, I want to be honest, I would probably rate this update probably an 8 out of 10. The only reason I don't give it more is because if it was a 10 out of 10, there would be map changes, right? I really, really like the idea of leaderboards. That is so cool. I love leaderboards. That's the best thing in this update. The car is quite cool, except my only problem with the car is that if you go to buy cars and go through stock, there's a lot of cars that are similar to it. Like, don't get me wrong, they're all different models, like Jeep Wrangler, for example, and different stuff like that. You know, they all have different, like, looks to them. But there's a lot of Ute models, if you catch my drift. So, like, that's why this car's not the best thing. That's why the buggy is probably one of the best cars as released, because it's unique. I love when it's like a unique car, not like something that's like really commonly, you know, looked at, I guess. You know, for example, if I go back to my garage, and I mean, I'm not exactly here right now. If you go to manage garage, I actually don't really have any Utes, do I? But Hank, I guess, is similar. Easy Yeah, for example. Take Easy Yeah, for example. That's a Ute as well. It's a 250. That is also kind of has similar like traits to this, except I guess 250 doesn't crawl, but it, I guess, derbies. But this thing crawls, but doesn't really derby. So in the end, I do really like this car. Update, probably an 8 out of 10. The only advice I give for Julie games is probably maybe a map change and also more uniqueness to the car. Like, it's not like negative feedback, because I always love it when there's a new car in the game. And there's a new feature in the game, you know? But if we're talking like the best updates, I want to be honest, the premium car update with the monster truck and the buggy, that's the best update they've ever had, for sure. But yeah, I do really, really like this update. It's so good. But on that note, guys, one last thing I have to say again is, if you do like this video, consider subscribing and consider subscribing to my channel and liking this video if you do enjoy it. Because whenever there's a 4 for Mania update, I'll always come down to Dan Man channel, and within the first week, I'll probably have a review on the update and I guess testing out all the new things. I don't have any nitrous, so I can't exactly test out leaderboards. I can buy gold and everything for it, but I'm not exactly going to do that right now. So on that note, guys, I hope you guys do have a, you know, good rest of your day and everything. So have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you in another video very soon, guys. Goodbye.